Have you ever wondered what truly makes someone start missing you? It's not just about time apart. There are specific triggers that can amplify her sense of longing and make her think of you more often. In today's video, we'll uncover these powerful cues and blend them with Stoic principles to help you understand how moments of absence can be strategically used to deepen her emotional connection with you. We explore the psychology of attachment and memory, revealing how Stoicism's insights into self-control and emotional balance can give you an edge in making her miss you even more. Whether you've recently ended a relationship or are experiencing a drift with someone you once held close, this video is designed to offer practical advice and profound understanding. Make sure to hit that red subscribe button and join our community. Your journey to deeper connections starts here, so let's dive in. Number 1. She feels invisible. In the whirlwind of everyday life, we often overlook the importance of the attention we receive from others. It's not until that attention fades that we truly grasp its significance. When a woman suddenly feels ignored, it can evoke a deep sense of loss and longing for the person who once made her feel genuinely seen. This sensation of invisibility can manifest in different ways. Perhaps she shares a success and notices there's no one to celebrate with like you used to. Or maybe she has a rough day and misses how you could sense her mood and offer support without her needing to say a word. From a Stoic perspective, this situation highlights the importance of being present and attentive in our relationships. The Stoics taught us to value what is within our control and to be fully engaged in the present moment. When you were present with her, offering your full attention, it wasn't just about being there physically, it was about being there emotionally and mentally as well. This kind of presence is rare in today's fast-paced world, where distractions are everywhere and genuine connection often feels elusive. To make her miss you, it's about cultivating that same kind of Stoic presence, even in your absence. When she remembers how fully attentive you used to be to her needs, she realizes the depth of the connection that is now missing. It's not just about playing hard to get or manipulating emotions. It's about genuinely understanding the power of your presence and how much it mattered. Consider the Stoic principle of appreciating what you have while you have it, but not being attached when it's gone. When she realizes that your attentiveness wasn't something everyone can offer, she begins to see how much she took it for granted. This is where the power of your absence becomes a tool. By stepping back, you give her the space to reflect on what life feels like without your thoughtful presence. Imagine a situation where she comes home after a long day, feeling exhausted and drained. In the past, you would have noticed the tension in her shoulders or the slight slump in her walk, and you would have known exactly how to comfort her, whether with a warm hug, a listening ear, or a quiet evening together. Now she finds herself alone with those feelings, realizing how much she misses the way you cared for her. In a world where authentic attention is becoming rarer, the memory of someone who truly saw her can be incredibly powerful. It serves as a reminder of our deep need for recognition and understanding, and the exceptional nature of someone who meets that need. So, embrace the Stoic wisdom of being irreplaceable by being genuinely present and attentive when you are there, and allowing your absence to speak volumes when you are not. In this way, she will feel the weight of your presence even when you're not around, making her miss you even more. Number 2. She faces disruptions in her daily routines. In life, we are creatures of habit. Our daily routines bring us comfort and a sense of stability, often intertwined with the presence of those we care about. When someone is no longer a part of our daily life, it disrupts these routines, creating a void that's hard to ignore. From a Stoic viewpoint, These disruptions serve as powerful reminders of impermanence and the ever-changing nature of life. They highlight how deeply intertwined our lives are with others, and how their absence ripples through our everyday activities, creating an emotional imbalance. Imagine this: she wakes up in the morning, and there's no good morning text from you. It was a small but significant part of her day, a simple gesture that brought a smile to her face. Or perhaps she comes home from work expecting to share dinner with someone, but instead she finds the house empty and quiet. These moments, though seemingly minor, are potent reminders of your absence. They break the flow of her routine, and with each disruption, the sense of longing and missing you becomes more profound. The key to making her miss you isn't about playing games or manipulating emotions. It's about understanding the value of your presence. You can't control whether she misses you, but you can be the kind of person whose absence is felt. To make her miss you, be present and meaningful when you're around. Engage in genuine conversations, create memorable experiences, and contribute positively to her life. When you bring value and joy into someone's life, your absence will naturally create a void. For example, instead of sending generic messages, make them personal and thoughtful. Share a moment from your day, ask about hers, or recall a shared memory. These small acts of connection become part of her daily routine, something she looks forward to and misses when it's gone. If you regularly take walks together after work, or have a favorite show you watch every Thursday night, these shared experiences become ingrained in her life. When you're no longer there, these routines are disrupted, and your absence becomes a constant reminder of what she's missing. In essence, by being genuinely present and adding meaningful value to her life, you create a space that only you can fill. When you step back, the disruption of these routines makes her realize the depth of your impact on her daily life. The Stoic lesson here is clear. Focus on being the best version of yourself and bringing positivity into others' lives. When you do this, your absence is naturally felt, and she will miss you, not because of manipulation, but because of the genuine connection and comfort you provided. Number 3. She feels the sting of loneliness. Loneliness is a powerful emotion that can create a deep void in someone's heart. For a woman, this feeling can be even more intense when she reflects on times when she felt genuinely connected with someone special, perhaps with you. In moments of solitude, her mind naturally drifts back to those who made her feel understood and valued. This emotional space becomes fertile ground for longing and reminiscence, amplifying memories of the companionship she once shared with you. In Stoicism, understanding the nature of loneliness can be a tool for both personal growth and fostering deeper connections. Stoicism teaches us to observe our emotions without being overwhelmed by them, allowing us to see loneliness not just as a negative feeling, but as a reminder of the meaningful connections we've had. When she feels isolated, whether at home, in the quiet of her room, lost in a crowd, or surrounded by friends who don't quite resonate with her, these are the moments when she realizes the unique space you occupied in her life. To make her miss you more, it's essential to focus on the quality of your interactions rather than merely being present. According to Stoic teachings, presence is not just about physical proximity, but also about emotional availability and understanding. When you were with her, if you genuinely listened, shared your thoughts openly, and created moments of true connection, these are the memories that will resurface when she is alone. It's the shared laughter over inside jokes, the peaceful silences where words weren't necessary, and the feeling of being completely seen and accepted that stand out. Think of a time when you both shared a quiet evening together, talking about dreams and fears under the stars, or when you gave her space to vent her frustrations without judgment. These are the moments where you were present, not just in body but in spirit, providing her with a sense of security and understanding. When she is alone, these are the times she will reminisce about, yearning for that sense of comfort and belonging. Moreover, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of understanding the transient nature of life's experiences. By embodying this principle, you allow her to experience the natural ebb and flow of her emotions without constantly trying to remind her of your presence. Instead, create memories that stand the test of time, moments filled with sincerity and depth, which she will naturally miss when you're not around. Remember, loneliness can also lead her to idealize past relationships, focusing more on the good times and forgetting the bad. This idealization can make her long for your presence even more. But as a Stoic, your goal is not to manipulate these feelings, but to provide genuine moments of connection. When you let go of the need to always be on her mind and instead focus on being authentic and present, she will naturally miss the real you. This is the power of emotional connection and the art of making someone truly miss you, by being the person who, when absent, leaves a gap that no one else can fill. Number 4. She measures others by your standards. It's natural for people to make comparisons, especially in relationships. This tendency is something Stoicism teaches us to be aware of, not to let it control us, but to understand its roots. When a woman interacts with other men, whether socially or romantically, she may unconsciously measure them against the standard you set. This isn't just a random occurrence. It's a reflection of the meaningful connection you shared and the impact you had on her life. In the context of Stoic philosophy, this comparison can be seen as a form of attachment. Stoicism encourages us to recognize such attachments and reflect on their meaning. For her, comparing others to you can spark a renewed admiration for your unique qualities. It might remind her of your humor, attentiveness, intelligence, or even the quirky traits that made you so memorable. When she meets someone new and notices they lack these characteristics, it highlights the special bond you shared. This isn't about putting you on a pedestal or diminishing the value of others. Rather, it's about acknowledging the special mix of attributes you brought into her life. Stoicism reminds us that every person we meet has their own virtues. While another man may excel in some areas, he cannot replicate the overall experience of being with you. For example, imagine she's on a date with someone new and they share an interest. She might think, he's nice, but he doesn't make me laugh like you did, or he's successful, but he doesn't understand me the way you did. These thoughts reflect the deep impression you left on her, showing that your qualities still resonate with her, even in your absence. So how can you use this Stoic understanding to make her miss you? First, focus on being your authentic self. By living according to your values and staying true to who you are, you naturally set a standard that others will compare to. Embrace your unique qualities without feeling the need to prove anything. When you act with integrity and maintain a strong sense of self, you leave a lasting impression. Moreover, practice detachment. In the Stoic sense, detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're not emotionally dependent on her feelings. By being independent and self-sufficient, you demonstrate confidence and show that your happiness isn't tied to her actions. This creates a powerful dynamic where she may begin to miss the stability and strength you brought into her life. In essence, recognize that when a woman compares others to you, it's a testament to the unique bond you shared. By embodying Stoic principles, authenticity, self-control, and understanding, you not only make a lasting impression, but also create an environment where she naturally comes to miss the special connection you had. Remember, the key is not to make her miss you through manipulation, but to let your true self shine so brightly that she can't help but feel the absence of your presence. Number 5. She struggles emotionally. When life throws its inevitable curveballs, it's natural to seek comfort in the familiar, especially from those who have been a source of strength and stability. For a woman going through tough times, the absence of your support can become glaringly apparent, making her acutely aware of how much she misses you. In these moments of hardship, she might recall how you were always there to listen without judgment, how you offered thoughtful advice rooted in wisdom, or how your calming presence made everything feel just a little bit easier to bear. The contrast between facing these challenges alone and remembering the times when you were there to support her can make your absence feel even more profound. Now let's bring in a Stoic perspective. The Stoics teach us that while we cannot control external circumstances, we can control how we respond to them. Similarly, in relationships, while you can't control how she feels or the difficulties she encounters, you can influence the memories she associates with you. By consistently being someone who offers emotional stability and understanding during the relationship, you create a strong foundation that she will likely miss when times get tough. It's not just about being there to fix problems. Anyone can do that. It's about being a unique source of emotional steadiness and balance, someone who provides perspective in moments of chaos and whose presence alone can bring a sense of calm. Think about this. If you had a knack for making her laugh even during bleak times, or if you were the one who could shift her mindset with a few well-placed words, these qualities become especially treasured in your absence. When she faces emotional hardships, she'll find herself longing for those moments of lightness or that clear guiding perspective you once provided. The Stoics remind us to cultivate virtues not just for ourselves, but also for the benefit of others. By being that source of emotional support, you make yourself invaluable in ways that go beyond the superficial. So how can you adapt this understanding to make her miss you? It's about being mindful of the emotional impact you have on others. Cultivate empathy and understanding, making your presence feel like a safe haven. Be the person who listens actively, offers wisdom without judgment, and brings a sense of calm and reassurance. When you consistently demonstrate these qualities, you leave an indelible mark on her heart. When you're no longer around, the contrast between your supportive presence and the void that follows will be stark. Difficult times often lead us to reflect on our relationships and the people who have been there for us. This reflection can deepen her appreciation for the emotional support she once had with you, making her miss you even more. By embodying the qualities of emotional stability and support, you naturally become someone she misses when you're not around, reinforcing the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Number 6. Observing happy couples. Seeing happy couples together often stirs up a mix of emotions, especially for someone who has recently lost a connection. From a Stoic perspective, this feeling of longing and nostalgia is not just a random occurrence, but a sign of something deeper, a reminder of what was once valued and shared. When a woman sees other couples enjoying each other's company, it can bring back vivid memories of the moments she shared with you, intensifying her sense of missing you. For instance, imagine her sitting alone in a coffee shop, watching a couple laugh over a shared joke. The sight might remind her of the laughter and light-hearted conversations she had with you. Or perhaps she sees a couple strolling hand in hand in the park, completely at ease in each other's presence. This simple act of togetherness can evoke memories of the comfort and security she once felt walking beside you. These encounters are often unexpected and can hit her hard, making her realize just how much she misses those moments of connection. From a Stoic standpoint, such reflections are valuable. They remind us of what we appreciated and teach us the importance of meaningful relationships. Instead of getting lost in regret, we can use this awareness to grow and become better versions of ourselves. If you want her to miss you, embody Stoic ideals like self-control, independence, and inner strength. Instead of constantly reaching out or trying to rekindle old flames, focus on living your life fully. Pursue your passions, maintain your calm under pressure, and respect your own space. When she sees you living authentically and confidently, she might start to miss the stability and strength you brought into her life. Cherish the memories you shared, but don't let them define you. A Stoic understands that change is a natural part of life. While it's okay to remember the past fondly, it's more important to focus on the present and what you can control. By showing that you're at peace with yourself and value your own happiness, you create a sense of intrigue and admiration. This might make her realize what she had and now misses. In conclusion, observing happy couples can be a powerful trigger for a woman to remember the good times she shared with you. By embracing Stoic principles, you subtly encourage her to reflect on what she's missing, not by chasing her, but by standing firm on your own path. This calm and composed demeanor is often more compelling than any grand gesture, leaving her to wonder about the unique bond you shared and why she let it slip away. Number 7. She navigates social events alone. Attending social events alone can create a stark contrast between the memories of shared moments and the reality of being on her own. When she goes to gatherings that she once enjoyed with you, your absence is not just noticeable, it's deeply felt. It's during these moments that she may realize just how much she misses you and the unique way you enhanced these experiences. In Stoic terms, absence makes the heart grow fonder because it allows someone to truly appreciate what they had. When she attends these events alone, whether it's a casual get-together with friends or a more formal celebration, she becomes acutely aware of the void left by your absence. This isn't just about having a date to accompany her, it's about the specific qualities you brought to her social experiences. For example, think about the way you used to bring a lively energy to conversations, making even the dullest events enjoyable. Or perhaps you provided a calming presence that helped her feel more at ease, especially if she struggled with social anxiety. When she finds herself in these situations without you, she may miss the comfort and security that came from having you by her side. From a Stoic perspective, we understand that what she misses is not just your physical presence, but the emotional support and shared understanding that comes from having someone who knows her well. The Stoics teach us to value these connections deeply, recognizing that they are rare and should be cherished. When she navigates social events alone, she may realize it's not just about having someone to go with, but about missing the specific ways you made her feel understood and supported. To make her miss you more, focus on self-improvement and personal growth. The Stoics would advise you to remain composed and focus on what you can control, your own actions and character. By becoming the best version of yourself, your absence is truly felt. When you don't chase after her or seek validation, you embody a calm confidence that she may find herself longing for. Additionally, you can subtly remind her of the positive qualities you brought to social experiences. For example, you might post a picture of yourself having a good time at a similar event, or share a story about a fun memory you had together. This can bring back feelings of nostalgia. However, the goal here is not to manipulate, but to remain true to who you are, and let her naturally realize what she's missing. In essence, by embracing a Stoic mindset, focusing on your growth, maintaining your composure, and valuing the meaningful connections you've had, you create an environment where she can naturally start to miss the unique presence you brought into her life. Letting go of what you can't control and focusing on becoming someone worth missing is the key. Number 8. She finds out about your success. When a woman learns about your success from a distance, it often triggers a deep emotional response. This reaction isn't merely about envy or regret. It's rooted in the shared memories and experiences that once bonded you together. According to Stoic principles, we must recognize that every person has their own path, and our achievements are part of our journey, not theirs. However, your success can naturally remind her of the times when she was closely connected to your life, sharing in your dreams, goals, and accomplishments. Imagine you recently received a promotion at work or achieved a significant personal goal. When she hears about this, it may bring back memories of the times you used to share your aspirations and victories with her. She might recall those late-night conversations where you spoke passionately about your future, or the moments she was by your side celebrating both small and big wins. The realization that she's no longer part of these meaningful moments can stir a profound sense of longing and nostalgia. From a Stoic perspective, your focus should remain on what you can control, your actions, growth, and mindset. While you can't control how she feels about your success, you can influence how you present yourself and your accomplishments. If you want her to miss you and recognize what she's missing, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Demonstrate growth not just in your career or personal achievements, but in your character, resilience, and wisdom. You might share your successes publicly, perhaps through social media or mutual friends, not in a boastful way, but as a reflection of your continuous development. This approach isn't about flaunting your success, but illustrating your journey of self-improvement and resilience, a core Stoic principle. When she sees that you're thriving and evolving, it can create a powerful realization of what she's lost. The key is to show that you're moving forward, growing and achieving without needing her validation or presence. The Stoic idea of amor fati, or loving one's fate, teaches us to embrace every experience, good or bad, as essential for our growth. By focusing on your own path and continuing to succeed without her, you embody this philosophy. Your success, viewed from afar, might remind her of the good times, the shared goals, and the bond you once had, making her reflect on her decision to move away and possibly long for the connection you both shared. In essence, your growth can be a subtle yet profound reminder to her of what she's missing out on. This realization, particularly during key life moments, can make your absence more noticeable, ultimately making her miss you even more. However, this isn't about manipulating emotions, but about staying true to your journey, values, and growth, letting those be the catalysts for any emotions she might feel. Number 9. She realizes her mistakes. There may come a moment of self-reflection where she starts to see things from a different perspective, understanding her role in the distance that grew between you. This realization often triggers a deep sense of missing someone. When a woman looks back on past interactions and choices, she might begin to see how her actions contributed to the separation. Feelings of remorse and longing can arise as she acknowledges the small things she overlooked or the misunderstandings she let slip by, now seen as lost opportunities. The Stoics emphasize the importance of self-examination in understanding one's role in life events and taking responsibility for one's actions. When she begins to understand her mistakes, it can act as a wake-up call. She may realize how much she undervalued your presence, misunderstood your intentions, or overlooked the qualities that made you unique. It's not about guilt. It's about gaining insight and wisdom from the past, a principle highly regarded in Stoicism. So how can you navigate this realization to make her miss you more? First, embrace the Stoic principle of patience. Don't rush to remind her of her mistakes or push her to see your worth. Instead, give her the space to come to these realizations on her own. By doing so, you respect her journey and allow her the time to reflect deeply. If you've already pulled back to give her space, continue focusing on your growth and self-improvement. Let her see that you're not sitting around waiting, but actively working on yourself, embodying the Stoic ideal of self-mastery and independence. When she sees that you're strong, centered, and not overly concerned with her opinions, it may cause her to reconsider what she lost. Remember, Stoicism teaches us to control our own actions and reactions, not those of others. By maintaining your composure and living according to your values, you create a space where she might begin to appreciate the true value of what you brought to the relationship. When she realizes her mistakes, your absence will feel even more significant, not because you tried to make her miss you, but because she finally sees the man you truly are, someone who understands the balance of life, love, and personal growth. Number 10. She experiences nostalgia through others' kindness. When a woman encounters kindness from others, it can unexpectedly stir up memories of the unique ways you used to express your care and affection. It's not just about random acts of kindness. It's about the emotional connections and specific moments that made your relationship special. When she experiences a friend's support, a colleague's thoughtfulness, or even a stranger's random act of kindness, it may remind her of how you uniquely showed your love. From a Stoic perspective, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. While you cannot control the emotional response she feels when she witnesses kindness from others, you can adapt your behavior and mindset to create an environment where she is more likely to miss you. For example, in your relationship, you might have had a unique way of showing kindness, sending a thoughtful message on tough days, or knowing when to give her space and when to hold her close. These actions stem from understanding her needs and represent Stoic wisdom. The Stoics emphasized being present and fully engaged in our relationships, offering our best without expecting anything in return. Imagine a time when you surprised her with her favorite meal after she mentioned it in passing. It wasn't just about the meal, but the attention to detail and effort to make her feel seen and understood. Now, when she encounters a small kind gesture from someone else, like a colleague bringing her coffee, it might trigger memories of how you went above and beyond. To apply Stoic principles in making her miss you, focus on being the best version of yourself, not to manipulate her feelings, but as a reflection of your character. Practice patience, understanding, and kindness, not as a means to an end, but as an authentic expression of who you are. When you live by Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, you create a lasting impression that stays with her even in your absence. Also, remember the Stoic idea of impermanence. Life is constantly changing, and people come and go. When she experiences kindness from others, it serves as a gentle reminder of your absence and the irreplaceable moments you shared. Instead of trying to control her feelings or manipulate her emotions, embrace the fact that what you offered was unique and valuable. The Stoics would advise letting go of the need to control others' emotions and focusing on your own growth, peace of mind, and steady course in life. By embodying these principles, you become someone who is missed, not because you're trying to, but because of who you are. Your unique ways of showing care, whether through thoughtful actions, encouraging words, or an intuitive understanding of her needs, leave a lasting mark. These acts of kindness are not just remembered, they are cherished in your absence. This isn't to downplay the kindness of others, but to highlight the special bond and understanding you shared. The psychological response she experiences when she misses you reflects the lasting impact of genuine care in relationships. Your unique ways of showing affection create a significant void that others, no matter how kind, cannot fill. This understanding aligns with Stoic wisdom. When we act with integrity and true intention, our actions leave an indelible mark, making our presence felt even when we are not physically there.